What's going on, y'all? This is Brandon from Vegas, and welcome back to Won't You Be My Neighbor, the best real estate education on the planet, live here on YouTube and on TikTok. As always, I am joined by my lender, Mr. Bill Gaylord.
One of these days, guys.
One of these days, we'll get that
One
correct.
of these days.
And as always, we are joined by the lovely, the cable knit ready, Alexandra. Do not call her Alex.
No.
How you doing, girl?
Only you can call her
This
Alex.
is my summer cable knit, and it just snowed.
My summer cable knit just snowed, right?
My summer cable knit.
It's crazy that it's snowing in Vegas, man. So our topic for today is we're going to continue discussing $1 million homes in Los Angeles versus $1 million homes in Las Vegas, so that you guys can see the difference in not just properties, but what you're paying for those properties. Bill also has a stat of the day today. Bill, what's our stat of the day?
Stat of the day.
Wait, we forgot.
Oh, look at that thing move. Stat of the day. FICO scores fell for the first time in 10 years.
Wow. What does that mean
years.
What does that mean for the home buyer?
What that means for the home buyer is that this potentially could lead to a recession, that could potentially lead to lower interest rates, that could potentially lead to more opportunities for buyers to jump in, provided they have a good job.
But will lower interest rates bring more buyers to the market?
100%.
And does a recession mean that the home prices are going to go down?
Never.
Okay.
Almost they never go
Interesting.
down during a recession. The only recession over the last 5 where they dropped was the Great Recession back in 2007.
Yeah.
But there were a lot more reasons why they dropped. It was because it was free money.
So all the people sitting around waiting for a recession, waiting for rates to drop, who thinks it's going to make it easier for them to buy houses, you're telling me it's the opposite. It's actually that housing prices still go up during recessions. It's just more buyers competing for the same houses.
More buyers competing for the same houses.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable how resilient right now the house prices are, just because there's not enough homes. Simply put, not enough homes on the market.
Well, when you factor in the fact that you have foreign internationals from anywhere from Dubai to Japan to China able to buy houses here, you have people with equity buying second and third homes, right? Then you have the people who are sitting on 2 to 3% interest rates who are never going to sell their homes.
Why
right?
would you?
The amount of competition for the lack of inventory, it's just going to keep getting worse.
And Wall Street buying. I mean, Wall Street continues to buy homes and more homes all over the country and in Las Vegas as well.
Yeah, Las Vegas is one of the most competitive markets in the nation, which is why we tell you guys, if you're watching these videos, if you're sitting at home, make sure you contact Bill. He's a source of free information. He can get you guys pre-approved and get going. I know it can be scary for some of you guys to look through your bank statements, but you know what the scariest thing of all is? Looking up 3 years from now and not able to afford a home in the city that you were born and raised in, right? That's what's scary to me, is seeing a bunch of people who were born and raised in Las Vegas unable to buy a home here because they were too afraid to just contact Bill. So Bill, at the end of the live, you're going to give out your information, your number, your website. Make sure you guys contact him. His information is also going to be in the description below, right?
And I'm not that scary. I'm nice. I take care. I love what I do.
Yeah.
So call me.
I mean, look, we're sitting in his diner. I mean, how friendly could you get, right? Like, look where we're at right here. You're pretty much
And I got a Muppet.
I mean, look, he's got
this
a
is
Muppet.
actually me. I got a Muppet.
So, Bill, we have 2 homes today.
We do.
$2 million homes. Now it's not perfect. One of them is $950,000. The other one's what, $999,000.
Yep.
But they're essentially $1 million homes, right? What would you say? Okay, so we take $1 million home and a $950,000 home. What would you say the mortgage payment difference is for $50,000?
Well, you're going to see the difference in mortgage payment here at the end, but it's incredibly large.
Yeah.
Between Las Vegas and Los Angeles.
Los Angeles? Okay.
Huge.
Are we starting with the Vegas home first?
Yeah, let's start with Las Vegas.
Okay. So if you're watching on TikTok, you obviously won't be able to see the houses, but if you want to switch over to the live YouTube stream, YouTube, Brandon from Vegas, Gaylord, you guys can see the houses that we're talking about. If not, you guys can watch the repost later when we repost these to the YouTube channel. All right. So our first house we have here in Las Vegas is $950,000. It's 4 bedrooms, 3 bath, and it's about 2,800 square feet. That's not bad, right? Now it is a little pricey, but you're going to see from the remodel and the insides that this house is absolutely stunning.
Look at that ceiling.
Alex, kind of walk us through what we're seeing here.
Well, it looks like, so this is Vegas?
This is Vegas.
Alexandra, by the way. This
Cracks me up.
This looks like a mid-century home. Did we talk about the date it was actually built here? But it's been remodeled.
It was
Yes.
built in 1956.
Okay,
I
so
wanted
it
to
is-
find something because
it is a
Los
mid-century.
Angeles, there's a lot of older homes. here.
Yes.
So-
Okay, so I like that you found that. This is a mid-century, meaning 1950s. It probably has an A-line roof. I forgot to go back and look at that. It's definitely been remodeled. It's been upgraded. Look at, we have the shaker cabinets put in. We have a new oven. We have a new stove. It's obviously not since 1956.
Yeah.
But I like the way this is kind of a farmhouse feel. It looks like there's a back door out of the kitchen, which is a nice way to come and go. Look at that nice pantry.
This is
formal
definitely
dining.
a luxury flip, right?
It's a luxury flip. I really love that ceiling in there. That adds a nice texture and a lot of color. Built-in bar for those of us that booze.
It's got that modern rustic, for those of us that booze. You mean everyone in Vegas, pretty much.
Everyone in Vegas.
That modern farmhouse, like
Mhm.
rustic look is so popular right now. It gives you like that classic Americana while still feeling like a brand new home, right?
Well, they really took the 1950s feel and then kind of, it feels a lot like Palm Springs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually a good comparison.
And it's a larger lot. It's a quarter of an acre.
Nice.
Wow.
So
So
it's
now
a
we're getting
nice
now we're getting
size
about
lot.
what 10,000 square feet out
A
of
little
this?
over
A
10,000
little over
square feet
10,000
lot.
square
Yep.
feet. Okay, so
Look at
Look
that
at that
bathroom. Oh, that's a nice
Wow.
remodel.
it's a completely gutted rain shower. I mean, this if you're watching on
Got a nice
YouTube,
safe.
this is fantastic. I know, again, on TikTok, it's hard for you guys to see the visuals on here, which is why we're trying to describe it for you guys. This is why we encourage you guys on TikTok to make sure you watch us live on Thursdays on YouTube so you can see the houses that we're pointing out.
Now, something I want to point out, and I'm not sure, obviously, we haven't talked to the sellers, but this looks like this is a home that's been staged to sell. It looks like the furniture has been moved in. It's been
Yes.
perfectly placed. So I don't know, is this a flip? Is this somebody that has been living in the home?
Anybody who's paying this much to have it virtually staged, it's most likely going
It's
to
a
be
flip.
it's going to be a flipped home. Yeah.
Mhm.
And stay tuned for the real estate taxes.
Oh yeah. The big
Okay.
thing you guys need to see at the end is
unbelievable.
yeah, the difference in prices that you're paying versus property taxes in California versus property taxes in Las Vegas. It's not just the house, guys. The property taxes and everything that comes with it definitely changes the cost. So for Las Vegas, just to go over one more time, we're looking at 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2,800 square feet, and it's been completely remodeled. What would you say? Over $100,000 worth of upgrades in the house?
I gotta believe
I would
it's
say
more
yes.
than that.
More than that,
Yeah.
right?
There's,
Really?
there's a lot they did to that.
The floors alone, right? These are not cheap floors. Between the cabinetry, the shower that they did, this is definitely pushing a 6-figure remodel. So it's not a complete, it's not a rehab. This is a remodel. I'm sure they took walls down. That house was built in the
It's been
50s.
opened up.
Yeah,
Brand new kitchen.
brand new kitchen.
I like
everything.
how they kept the original front door. I like seeing that.
It
Okay.
looked like all the bathrooms were done too.
Mhm.
Right now,
Looks
let's
like
walk
we're on
through
a
the
LA.
let's walk through the California home so we can see Vegas, 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2,800 square feet, 10,000 square foot lot, complete and utter remodel to the point where if you told me that was a brand new home built today, I would believe you 100%. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what can we get in California for $50,000 more expensive? In California, we are getting a $999,000, 3-bed, 2-bath, about 1,200 square feet, right? Now, when we look at the house, this house is not as
This is-
bad as some of the California
And this is
houses
in
we've seen.
Burbank,
No,
which
it's
is a nice
very cute
area.
house.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Alexandra, walk us through this house in comparison. Now, I will say the curb appeal is pretty nice in this house with the green grass. But walk us through what you're seeing through this
Yeah,
house.
again, I don't know the year this was built, but it definitely looks like it's around this.
1943.
Okay, I was gonna say it was a World War II home. It has the Formica, or I can't tell if it's Formica or if it's tile. It looks like the original. It looks like an original kitchen. Maybe it was remodeled in the 70s.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure. That's before I was born. What I do really like in here
And you
is
do.
the hardwood floors. I
Yeah.
think that is a beautiful touch. There's something you can't replace with original hardwood floors.
Mhm.
But I'm seeing a couple things that stand out to me. Number one, we have the popcorn ceilings, and number two, we don't have central AC.
I didn't even notice that. I didn't even notice the popcorn ceilings. until you
and we
said
don't
it.
have the central AC.
That's true. We don't have central
Um,
AC either.
Yeah, and the popcorn ceilings is something that's very, I would say, traditional in California, just because of the cost per square foot in California is much larger. So when you're looking at homes that are really from, I would say, the 80s oh, look at that pink. Wow,
Aye, aye,
that
aye.
is,
That's
I do
original.
love that. You know what? I do love that, and I would keep that.
You would,
I would.
yeah.
I love that. Oh, okay. So we have washer dryer. I don't know if that's outside or in the garage.
Yeah.
Also, another trait of that looks outside. That is
Yeah,
outside.
Back patio.
So your washer and dryer are outside.
That's outside. Someone could steal your laundry, guys.
And in California, you never know,
For $1
right?
million, I would not want my washer dryer outside.
Yeah.
But again, there is a lot of potential with this home. So there is some things we can do.
Well, what's crazy is this is a quintessential California starter home.
Which is, you know what, that's really sad. That makes me very sad to hear that $1 million gets you a starter home, and the $1 million home honestly is shit.
You wouldn't be sad if you bought that home
In Las Vegas.
when it yeah, in
or
Las
if
Vegas.
I bought that home in 1925
100%.
for
The equity,
$50K.
the equity that you're gaining in California. And again, I try to be as even keeled about this as possible. The equity that you're making in California is extreme, but the barrier to entry into
difficult.
California is also extreme.
And unless you are being gifted a down payment, unless you're inheriting from your parents, you have to be bringing in multiple six figures in order to qualify for a home. And you're looking, I don't know what, Bill, you would know more about what somebody that qualifies to be able to qualify for $1 million home, but we're talking, I'm just guessing, do you have to bring in like 300K?
No, you don't have to bring in that much. You have to bring in about 10%, sometimes 5%, but it's a lot of money. Even 10% on that house, it's $100,000.
$100,000 down.
$100,000. A lot of people are having difficulty saving that money.
But your
just
income,
because everything
what's your
costs so much.
income?
Income-wise, on that, you're going to have to make multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars.
That's what I'm saying. And for somebody that's earning that amount of income, it truly is, it's hard for me to see that because the next generation isn't going to be able to afford a home in California. That worries me for California.
But this is why we're telling people to reach out to Bill immediately, right?
Right.
How many families who have lived in California for generation over generation are now completely priced out, and now they've come to Vegas, and now they're pricing out Las Vegas, right? It's like this domino effect of, okay, now when Vegas is priced out, where are we going to move?
Go?
Wyoming?
Yeah.
Right? Like where's
instead of being like the Buffalo and moving around.
Oh, we have some comments?
Oh.
Okay.
Scarlett says this house is smaller. The washer and dryer on the porch. Don't like that.
Yeah. I think most people, if you're watching on YouTube and you can actually see the two houses, you can understand why so many people from California are moving here. So just so we can compare the stats. In California, for $1 million, it's actually $50,000 more expensive. We're getting one fewer bedroom, one fewer bath, half the size. We're going from 2,800 to
one-third the size.
Almost 1/3 the size. Your backyard is shrinking. The house is older and it hasn't been completely remodeled.
Only 10 years older though. So that's not a lot.
True.
We're not talking that's one decade, not multiple decades.
But we also had to search to find a house that was in the 1950s, right? Most of the houses we found for $1 million were typically 25 to like 30 years, right?
Right.
Like we actively search because we want to be fair. This isn't like
comparable.
right?
Look
We
at this.
want it to be an honest comparison.
But I don't want my underwear getting stolen.
And
that happened when I was in the sorority house, like when I had to share with a bunch of girls, and I'd be like, where is my bra?
Yeah.
And that reminds me of that.
Yeah, having the washer and dryer outside is just not a good feel. It's not a good look at all, right? So, Bill, help the audience understand what these two things cost, because it's not just a size difference between California and Vegas. It's a cost difference, right?
Correct.
$1 million. People are always baffled by this. $1 million house in California is more expensive than $1 million home in Las Vegas. And Bill's going to explain to you guys why.
Yeah, the biggest thing, comparison, we already did the comparison, but if you have a list price $950 versus $999 in Los Angeles, 10% down, almost the same amount down. It's not that big a difference in regards to down payment. The interest rate on the Los Angeles is going to be a little bit less because it falls into conforming loan limits.
Yes.
So it's going to be a little bit lower. In Las Vegas, it's a little jumbo.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit higher. But the big difference that you can see, and we'll go to the bottom at the end, but real estate taxes, $154 for
That's
Las
crazy.
Vegas.
That's
And the reason why it's so different is that in Las Vegas, in Nevada, real estate taxes can only go up 3% per year, and it doesn't change when ownership changes. In California, when someone could be paying $154 on that particular property, but as soon as it transfers ownership, The new owner, oh, your taxes will go up high.
That's you.
That's
I
the
need you.
problem.
I need you to repeat that for people. In fact, YouTube, give me a second because I need to turn the TikTok camera to Bill so people can hear what Bill just said. Bill, can you please repeat what you just told them about property taxes in Las Vegas versus property taxes in California?
This is one of the biggest differences between California and Nevada. In Nevada, Las Vegas, real estate taxes can only go up 3% per year if it's your primary residence. So in California, you may be paying the same low taxes now, but as soon as you buy a new property, those taxes are reassessed as if the property value was extremely or more high or higher with the sale price, right? So real estate taxes can make a ginormous difference in regards to Nevada versus California.
And something that they don't have here in Nevada, what they do in California is they have special assessments or they have Mello-Roos, which goes to the improvements of the schools and the lights and all the improvements that go into your community. However, that adds on a lot of extra tax as well. And those usually will be around for 20 years.
Yep.
Yes.
For Bill's stat of the day, and this is where we want to finish with you guys today. Bill's stat of the day and the topic of the day, and the reason we talk to you guys about property taxes is because there's a storm coming. You have tons of people who aren't selling their homes. You have tons of people who are buying their homes. And what's the great quote we were talking about, Bill? Buffalo run into the storm. Cows run out of the storm. Right, Alexandra?
You didn't call me Alex.
I know.
You thought about it. You thought about it.
It took a big time pause.
You did. So, and I know you want to add on to the Buffalo in a little bit, but I thought it'd be interesting to talk about Buffalo, like we said, or talking about the storm, talking about being ahead of the curve. Cows just kind of go along, they ho-hum along, they follow along with what's going on, and they're not that intellectual, where the buffalo actually runs towards the storm to get through it faster. But some interesting facts about buffalo. The American buffalo, there's American buffalo and African buffalo. The American buffalo are larger. They weigh about 2,000 pounds, which is that's a big guy. And then the Americans are called bison and the African are called buffalo. I don't know why. Africans are about 1,100 pounds. The buffalo
So Americans are just fatter everywhere.
We are. They go in herds. They are led by the dominant female, which is something that's very interesting, which is, I thought, very comparable to it's the female who purchases the home.
The female always purchases, you've always said.
And they are having a little bit of an extinct issue, or they're just not extinct, but they're definitely getting smaller in the herds. And
it's taking everything in my power not to make a joke right now.
Go for it.
LOL.
Scarlett. Why are you laughing, Scarlett?
Keep going before we get canceled.
And also, as Americans, we find the buffalo something that's important because we did put them on the nickel, the 5 cent. We do have the buffalo, and that was in, I think it was like the 1920s and 30s that they did that. So back to, I know that you're really into buffalo. You grew up in Boulder.
Yep. Boulder, Colorado, Buffalo, the range. And when a storm comes, the buffalo looks at it and just says, I'm just going to go just right underneath it and go fast through it. The cow kind of likes it and goes, oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
But the other thing that I like, actually, they put a lot of buffalo on Catalina Island.
Oh, that's right.
Why is that?
I don't know. They're out there, but
it was Wrigley.
There's nothing
Wrigley
like a
built
buffalo
a big
burger.
thing, and I think the Wrigley's put out some buffaloes.
Real estate, though, guys? What does that have to do with real estate?
Oh, no, that's just fun animal fact of the day.
Animal fact. No, what it has to do is making a decision that is difficult, right? When we see a storm, we think, let me go to shelter, let me get out of this, which is what the cow does. And this is an opportunity for you to get uncomfortable. It's an opportunity for you to make improvements for your family, and it's an opportunity for you to create legacy for your family and not wash your clothes in your backyard.
Yes, we are riders on the storm. There is no way to run away from the storm, and everybody needs to hear this. Your rent's going to get higher, and the cost of homes is going to get higher. There is no option C other than being homeless. So eventually, you have to ride into this storm. You have to be the buffalo. You have to turn around, stop running, and say, you know what? Prices are going up, but that also means I'm making more equity than ever before. You have to stop viewing it from the mindset of what it costs, and you have to start viewing it from the mindset of how much this is going to make me. Those who are willing to ride into the storm are going to come out the other side better than ever before. And those who run away from it, you're going to be renting for the rest of your life, as will your kids and grandkids. You have to make that decision right now if you're going to be a cow or a buffalo. So, yes.
Did Bill even do the clippable mortgage payment scenario that we prepped today?
No.
Can you just do that?
Oh, the numbers
Yeah,
comparison?
go back to do the clippable here.
Oh.
Give me a wrap up of the home. This is
Yeah.
Vegas versus, $1 million.
Oh, we didn't even talk about the price difference. Guys, this is huge.
What's going on?
I thought we did the prices. Knock it out, Bill.
So Las Vegas, 950, LA, $1 million. Square footage, you can see 2829 versus 1188. The mortgage payment is $1,000 less in Las Vegas than it is in Los Angeles.
That's absolutely insane.
It's crazy.
That's absolutely
so much
insane.
of it has to do with the real estate tax.
That's absolutely. I gotta show the. Hold on. We gotta hold the camera. That's insane. That's absolutely. You guys have to see this. You have to see the numbers Bill just did on these two houses. Okay. You guys have to see this. Okay. Look at this. Okay. Check this out. The home in Las Vegas for $950,000 is $1,000 cheaper. $1,000 cheaper for a home that's 1,700 square feet bigger. If you would like to understand why people from California are moving to Las Vegas, you see it on the screen right now. This is it. There's nothing more needs to be said. That's insane.
It's incredible.
That's absolutely insane that it's $1,000 a month cheaper for a bigger, newer house.
And
incredible.
the interest rate is higher in Las Vegas.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's insane.
So,
That's crazy.
can I also I want to opine a little bit from the standpoint of why people should consider jumping in. Okay. You talk about real estate values. People really are myopic. They look at like, what is it today? And real estate is long-term.
Yes.
Real estate, if you're looking to buy for the quick turn and the quick money, real estate is probably not the thing to do right at the moment.
Yeah.
But if you're looking to really build wealth over time, most people are going to stay in their house 7 to 10 years. And if you look at the statistics, since 1942, there was only one 7-year time frame that didn't make money. One.
We got a winning percentage in real estate higher than the Yankees.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
So if you can really find the right house that will fit your family needs long term, gosh, buy it, understand what your payment's going to be, but live in it. Live life, enjoy it, and that's where the house value will go up long term.
Right.
And don't think about it right now.
I hope we gave you enough information today to help you guys get motivated, or at the very least, reach out to Bill, see where you qualify, so that way you can be the one riding into the storm instead of running away from it.
Be the buffalo, man.
Be the buffalo. And the first
But
step,
don't be the buffalo burger.
don't be.
Don't go to Catalina and be the buffalo burger.
The first step to that is reaching out and seeing what you're pre-approved for. Until you accomplish that, all you're doing is talking about it and thinking about it. So, Bill, how do they reach you directly?
They can reach me at billgaylord.com, schedule a consultation. We'll run your numbers and just figure out what you can buy.
And what does it cost to do this?
You know, it's actually doesn't cost anything.
Free.
It's free.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Zilch.
Yep, nothing.
Wow.
Zilch.
Zilch.
$3.99.
Zero.
3-figure discount.
Nothing.
5-figure discount.
Yeah.
Everything just hands on.
Everything is just right here. I'll do it.
Here's my thumbnail for when you say it's free. Home Alone style, right? So, guys, you can
That's
reach them
such
at
a good
billgaylord.com. If they want to text you directly, what's the easiest way for them to reach you?
858-776-6830.
And as always, I'm Brandon from Vegas. If you guys want to find me, you
He's
can see
easy
it
to
on the
find.
shirt. You can Google me anywhere. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Brillo, Realtor, Zillow, blah, blah, blah. I'm everywhere. Just type in Brandon from Vegas into your contact form. In the description below will be my link tree. If you guys want to contact me directly, just fill up the link tree. I'm here to help you with whatever you need. Bill is also able to help you in all 50 states. So we don't care if you're from Maine, New Mexico, Washington to Florida. Bill's able to help you guys, all right?
Or if you're buying a house in LA.
Or if you're buying a house in LA and you want to get more for your $1 million, make sure you guys reach out to Bill, okay? Alexandra, where can they reach you?
Alexandra Herbushka. You'll find me there. It's spelled just like Smith. It's an easy one. Just kidding.
Hey, I want to thank you guys for your time today. And as always, won't you be my neighbor? Peace.